Hey, welcome to a special edition of the Gear Garage. This is number 6. I know you're used to YouTube videos, but we got some great audio from Lentine at Skratch Labs at Outdoor Retailer Show. Lentine's going to go ahead and talk to us a little bit about the new Skratch Labs cookie mix. So enjoy Gear Garage number 6.
All right, we're at the Trail Manners podcast at Outdoor Retailers Show here in Salt Lake City, Utah. We're at Skratch Labs, and we have come across a gem. So we have Lentine here to help explain and talk about the new cookie mix from Skratch Labs. So tell us a little bit about it, where it came from, what it's good for.
Sure, totally. So Skratch Labs Cookie Mix is our answer to an energy bar. But it's one that you make yourself. You bake it in your oven at home. There's a lot of things that are really unique about it. It's 6 ingredients only, all things you can pronounce, all things that might have been in your grandmother's cookie recipe. But you can make it taste like anything you like. So you would add chocolate chips, you would add berries, you would add bacon and cheddar if you want. You can turn it into a pie, you can turn it into a cobbler in your campsite. So it's a super versatile product to use instead of a packaged energy bar.
So a few minutes ago we were talking, and you can add anything you want. If you don't add anything, it's more like just like an oatmeal cookie, right?
Totally. It's like an oatmeal bar. In fact, so I designed this cookie mix. I'm a pastry chef by trade, and had a lot of fun playing with it in lots of different types of ways. And one of my favorite ways to bake it is without adding anything at all except for maybe almond butter, which, by the way, you can make the cookie mix vegan by using a butter substitute and an egg substitute. The way that you'd bake it would be just to add a stick of butter, add an egg, and bake it up like you would any other cookie. But if you use almond butter instead, you have this really delicious oatmeal breakfast bar that you can crumble up and add milk to, and then add berries to, and you have cereal on the go.
And the other thing that was pretty interesting is we've talked about rice bars, how most people don't know how to make them, the time it takes. And you were telling me the story. How long does it take to make up a batch of this?
Totally. So I've come home from work and realized I don't have anything to take with me on a ride, and turned on my oven, mixed up a batch of cookie mix, put my kit on, checked my email really quickly. By the time that's over with, the cookies are out of the oven, about 20 minutes. And I grab a piece of scratch paper, I wrap it up, I stick it in my pocket, and I go. And from start to finish, that's about a 25-minute process.
And the best place now there's our retailers that have it, but it has a 6-month shelf life.
That's right.
So you can get it online. And what does a box of the cookie mix retail for?
Yeah, so box of the cookie mix is $8.50 retail. One other beautiful part about it is if you're going to go to the grocery store and buy 16 energy bars, you're probably going to pay $2.50 for each energy bar. But if you consider that even if you made the cookie mix with nothing added but say like cinnamon sugar, or just bake them blind, naked, you've paid $8.50 for 16 energy bars that have no artificial ingredients, all ingredients you can pronounce and are delicious.
And that was one of the big things, is all the ingredients you can pronounce. So you actually know what they are, the origin of them, and if it truly is a real word and not something that's going to go in your body and cause adverse effects.
Totally. Yeah, no, there's no, one of the biggest problems that I have as a pastry chef and as an athlete is reading the backs of all of these other packaged products, and I can see that there's ingredients that your body doesn't have any use for, and they may help the product to keep its shape or keep its flavor for a long period of time, but I personally would rather eat something that I baked that same day because it just is more delicious to me, and I know that my body runs really cleanly on it, and most other bodies run really cleanly on it too.
And it's fresh.
And it's super fresh. Yeah, man, we just baked these cookies right here.
They do. They actually have a little toaster oven back here. Yeah. They have a toaster oven with some, cookie tins, if you will. Yeah. So what we're going to do on this is we're going to have a link to the actual product on the website so you can check it out. And then what we want you to do is share your recipes on what you add. And that way you can say, did you add, like we had a guy here that says he adds Captain Crunch and Nutella.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. We do roasted bananas with Nutella. There's a bunch of, you can also visit our Skratch Labs blog, which has a whole bunch of different recipes for ways that you can bake up the cookie mix. We have some tips for how to make it vegan. As I said, the box directions ask you to add a stick of butter and an egg, but you can substitute the butter and you can substitute the egg, and we have some tips for how to do that on the blog. And just a whole bunch of different recipes, things that we've done with it.
And you also have recipe books, right,
totally
for the athlete?
Recipe books, yes. So our founder, Dr. Alan Lim, and Chef Bijou, Thomas, have written 3 different cookbooks, all real food recipes for athletes. The first book, the Feed Zone Cookbook, was designed to help athletes learn how to fuel themselves before, during, and after sport. The second cookbook is a is a compilation of recipes similar to the cookie mix, actually, all portable things that you could stick in your pocket as a runner, as a climber, as a cyclist, that wouldn't be packaged energy products, all things you already have in your pantry or things you can whip up quickly. And then the most recent cookbook, the Feed Zone Table, is a compilation of recipes for athletes and active people that maybe don't have a lot of time to cook, but want to eat healthfully and want to eat fresh, clean food that fuels their endeavors, and they want to share that with others. So the recipes are designed for family meals.
So we're here, and we came here obviously for the drink mix because we have a race coming up, and we're going to be using that for our race. And we've talked about it on the show, but we came across the cookie mix. Joel and I have tried this cookie mix, and we had to bring this up. So please go online, check out the website, do yourself a favor, order some cookie mix from Skratch Labs. Let us know what you think, but also your cool recipes on what you're adding.
We want to know too.
Yeah, we'll share it with them. So thanks, Lentine, for taking the time out of your busy schedule and sharing this wonderful new product with us.
Cool. Thanks, dudes.